Dear Diary.
Heathers is a 1989 film directed by Michael Lehmann that uses a combination of black comedy, exaggerated character archetypes, and parody in order to satirize the teen film genre, specifically those set within or surrounding the American high school system. Teen films such as Bo Burnham's 8th Grade, Harold Becker's Vision Quest, and John Hughes' The Breakfast Club all feature their student protagonist or protagonists undergoing some sort of social evolution in the ongoing cycle of generational adjustment and conflict. These stories usually culminate in the achievement of popularity or acceptance amongst their peers. However, Heathers begins with Veronica Sawyer having already achieved this popularity. By doing so, Heathers already breaks tradition with other films in its genre and indicates that the runtime should be spent outside the typical conventions of a teen film. It allows Heathers to explore the characterizations common in teen genre films, and by first conforming to the teen film genre's typical character archetypes, it makes any deviations from them stand out, and in Veronica's case presents an alternative view of social hierarchies within high school. In essence, Heathers is a film that willfully and intentionally defies convention.
Punch it in.
But before ascertaining what Heathers does using its defiance of conventions, we must first define what conventions it defies. Not only does it defy the cozy pieties of a typical teen film, it defies a common character archetype. Timothy Shari defines the common characters found within teen film as the nerd, the delinquent, the rebel, the popular girl, and the athlete. Heathers provides more cliched depictions of these than in other films, but clearly identifiable ones for all but one of the archetypes. The rebel is notably absent in Heathers for much of its runtime. JD could be seen as the rebel, but not only does he already occupy a category for our purposes, his initials remind us that he is indeed a juvenile delinquent. Instead, this essay proposes a different candidate, Veronica Sawyer. Veronica's acceptance into the group of Heathers is displayed by her costume. She is given a Heather-like signature colour, blue, but does not share the same name as the rest of the Heathers, foreshadowing that she does not truly fit the superficiality of the clique.
You a Heather?
No, I'm a Veronica.
Her membership in their group is contingent upon her not only having the same traits as them, but also rejecting her past affiliations with the losers of the school. When Veronica refuses to do this, she begins to rebel against the concept of popularity and the Heathers. Alongside JD, Veronica murders 3 of her classmates: Heather Chandler, Ram Sweeney, and Kurt Kelly. These murders are unintentional on Veronica's part and are framed as suicides in order for the pair to avoid punishment for their crimes. But following the cover-ups, suicide becomes shockingly in vogue with the popular at her school. When Martha Dunstock attempts the first genuine suicide attempt of the whole film due to the bullying she receives, Heather Duke describes it as
just another case of a geek trying to imitate the popular people of the school and failing miserably.
This exposes that the mourning the Heathers and the other students engage in is superficial and exclusionary, but also condemns how blasé Heather Duke acts about teen suicide. The ending, wherein Veronica thwarts JD's plan to blow up the school, stands as a refusal of theodicy, the restoration of an assumed state of ordained normality. Other teen films that engage with popularity and social hierarchy in high school engage with the system as a given, on its terms. The ending of Heathers is a denial of the system in its entirety, asking the question of if social standing within high school should be accepted and negotiated by the other films that share its genre. In conclusion, Heathers doesn't seek to minimize the suffering or belittle the intelligence of teenagers, but instead plays with stereotypes and exposes the reliance of popular and public discourse concerning adolescence with cliché.
Sorry to hear about your friend. Thought she was your usual airhead bitch. Guess I was wrong. We all were.
The cliché social hierarchy of high school and the popularity it can provide is seen as soulless, and its social climbers as superficial and vapid. By claiming Heather Chandler's red ribbon from Heather Duke, Veronica takes Heather Duke's inherited symbol of power and immediately uses its authority to shatter the foundation upon which it stands. Heathers presents a teen film that examines and rejects the notion of popularity as something to be desired. Shari posits that rebel characters tell us high school itself must be survived, not enjoyed. Veronica, as the rebel character of Heathers, stands in direct opposition to this assertion. Veronica's survival of JD's bomb is not her ultimate survival of high school. Instead, Veronica optimistically ends the film with the intention to enjoy her time left at Westerberg High School with anyone she pleases, regardless of social standing.